That is a DS. Hello everyone and welcome back to Tech Shenanigans. My voice sounds awful because I'm sick again. Anyway, we got a Nintendo DSi XL. I should probably take it out of the case. This is a DSi XL. It is just a beautiful thing and I love this thing, even though I barely touch it now. So basically, that's not coming back. So basically, I want to put windows on this, okay? I've seen a couple of videos of people doing that, but I want to do it myself just because. Because why not? First, we're going to need a computer. Here's one. Once we have a computer, we're also going to need an SD card. There's one. So this entire thing is only made possible through this software called DSx86. And it's basically some open, what the hell? And it's basically a freeware MS-DOS emulator for the DS. Now the installation process of this software is pretty simple. All you need to do is download a couple of files. First you're going to download this one right here. This is our main application. Then we're also going to need to download this DSx86 INI file, but I had to pretty much just copy that over. Where is it? Copy that over to a text document, which I will convert to INI in a second. The last file that we're going to need is 4DOS, but these links are broken, so I had to go to this sketchy ass website to download the files. There they are. We're going to go ahead and download that. Well, you can kiss my ass. Okay, so now I got all the files here. I also went and converted that TXT file to an INI file, and now all we got to do is move them over to the SD card. Now you're going to need an SD card that is kind of modded or homebrewed or whatever the hell they call it. Because this basically, I do the thing where I go to the camera app, do the album thing, and it goes this glitchy thing, and then it loads up Twilight menu. It's complicated, I don't know. So the ds.x86 NDS file is going to need to go into our ROMs folder in NDS, and then we just drag it on over here. Very nice. And now we're gonna have to create some interesting folder architecture right here on the root. First folder we're gonna create is a data folder. And then in this folder, we're gonna create a DSx86 folder. And then we're gonna put the INI file in here. And we're also going to quickly extract the 4DOS folder. Then I'm just gonna quickly rename this to just 4DOS. And then we drag that in here as well. All right, and I think that should be it. So we're just gonna take that out, put it back into the DS. Perfect. And I have no idea if this thing is charged. It is not charged. You know, it's not every day that you see a completely dead Nintendo DS. I mean, we've seen the memes of the batteries for these things. They don't die. They just don't. It should already be in the DS ROMs folder, I think. Yes. All right, there's DSx86 right there. Let's go ahead and launch it and see what happens. What is it? What's it doing? Oh, it just tried to go into Windows for some reason. Okay. Well then, let's see. Can we access the drive here? Let's do a dir, enter. Volume C is unlabeled. Do we have any files? Yep, that's our drive. We got the ROMs folder and Nintendo DS. Okay, so we got DOS on here now, but what we really want is Windows. So let's go do that. And now if we go back to the DSx86 website, go to the compatibility here. Here is the Windows 3.0 with multimedia extensions. We're gonna download this here. It's very convenient zip file. Just gonna cut this file here and paste it in here. All right, the file is now in there, so we can just take this SD card back out, put it back into the system. Now if we go back into DSx86, it should load us straight into Windows, maybe? Oh, wow, okay. Interesting. Hello. All right. How do I? Okay, that's the arrow keys on the keyboard. Mouse. On. D-pad. There we go. Oh, I got the mouse. You can like access like with the control panel, hello. And then it scrolls, I'm assuming. Yes, oh, what the fuck. Okay, yeah, kiss my ass. Okay, so we got our little thing here. Doesn't want to move downward, okay. Well, damn, this thing looks sick. We have Windows 3.0 running in a DS. That's kind of cool. But now, I'm gonna try some things with it.
One eternity later.
Alright, so I just took some time to load a ton of stuff onto the DS. Like, we got things and whatnots. What I want to do first is I want to test the capability. Where's the stylus? I want to test the capabilities of this emulator. First, let's check the sound. Yeah, we do have this little error here, but I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. So let's go to our, let's see, sound here. Let's go to sound. And let's just try playing something. How do I, oh wait, there's a test button. That's grayed out. Well damn, apparently I can't get a sound out of this. Oh well, let's go ahead and try and look at some of the stuff that I put on this thing. So we go to the file manager here. I loaded some games and some multimedia files, like an audio file, a picture, a video file, and we're gonna see if they will work on here because this is the multimedia extensions edition, so it's gonna have some good stuff going. That's the wrong folder. But the entire thing is frozen. Where's my cursor? There it is. The cursor can't go up anymore. Guess we're using the keyboard now. All right, let's see. Where is one of my games? Oh, I saw it. Can this emulator run Doom? Unfortunately, it cannot run Doom. Here, give me my mouse back. Mouse can't go above here for some reason. I think I need to restart it, hold on.
2,000 years later.
So, Doom did not want to work. Alright, it just did not, it was not having it. Oh, that's fun.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man.
Now we're back. Wait, does our mouse actually work now? There we go, okay. I did also have another game on here that we can try, which is Wolfenstein 3D. Now this is a game that I have played a decent amount back in middle school on Internet Archive on the school Chromebooks. Peak times, peak times. Hopefully this works. Oh! We got sound. I don't want to have to like scroll through the game like this, so I'm gonna, let's see, scale? Oh, jitter looks the best here, and then mouse, how are we gonna play with the mouse? Okay, hold on, D-pad, there we go, okay. And that does that. Oh. I have to like hold it down for like 5 seconds before it does anything. Okay, can I play Daddy? That sounds so wrong. Yeah, let's start at this one. Oh, that sound sounds crusty. This is as loud as it can go. Oh my god. Holy PowerPoint, this is crazy. No, wrong button. How do you, oh, I have to press space on the virtual keyboard to do it. That's stupid. All right, God, look at this FPS. We are literally in a PowerPoint. Oh, don't you just love killing Nazis? I don't think I can say that. Why did another door open? I heard another door open. That's why. Oh, imagine trying to play this game with like the keys on here. Oh, that's gonna be a pain in the ass. Here, can I turn up the sensitivity of the mouse through the settings here? Okay, this is better. This is better. All right, yeah, this is very nice. Oh, I am the one who knows all the secrets to this level. The audio actually sounds really good for these speakers. Like, kind of like these speakers are like meant for this game. Damn, bro, it's not that deep. Well then, that was interesting. That actually ran okay, other than the fact that it ran like a slideshow, but I enjoyed playing that. Now let's try some other multimedia stuff, like I want to try and see if we can open up different types. Let me try to draw something here. What the f? Look at this beautiful image. It's peak. Well then, that was an interesting experience. So yeah, Windows 3.0 on the DS. I want to do more with this, but I don't know what. So if you guys have any suggestions on things I should do with this, let me know down in the comments. So my experience with this, it's pretty nice. Other than the fact that I have to like do like some weird bumper things to move the screen around, and the cursor kind of being all weird and it's glitches and everything like that. The software ain't perfect, but it works. There is a better version of this emulator that emulates better hardware if I have this like a flash cart that I put in here, but I don't have that. So yeah, but maybe I'll get it and we'll come back to this one day. But yeah, for just what I have here, I liked it. I got to play Wolfenstein 3D, which ran like a slideshow, but still really good. I got to mess around with some of just Windows 3.0 in general, just some other tomfoolery and shenanigans and whatnot. But yeah, I like this. It's very nice. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.